Welcome, fans and collectors. This is Marvel and DC 379 with another review, and today we'll be looking at DC Collectibles DC Icons Supergirl. So, if you know me for a while, I'm a big Supergirl fan, and I bought this for myself as a birthday gift, and I've seen this figure before, and she looks great. I've seen the reviews, and from what I've heard, this is possibly the best Supergirl action figure to date. So let's see in my review that she lives up to the hype. So let's take a look at the package. There's the window with Supergirl herself and her accessories. DC Icons from the company DC Collectibles. There's her name across. She's number 25. At the side there's nothing, but here it says number 25 again with the S shield, DC Icon, Supergirl, and the DC Icons toys, they're usually based on a particular appearance in a comic book storyline. For this case, it's Rebirth Renaissance, DC Collectibles again. And here are the available figures. There's Nightwing, Supergirl, the one I have right now, Damian and Superboy, and DC Icons again. So that's enough of package. Let's get into the figure. And here we have DC Icon Supergirl out of her plastic prison because nothing can hold the Girl of Steel. So let's get into the figure. I really like this design for Supergirl. It basically screams classic Supergirl. The red, the blue, the bits of gold on her belt, and the yellow on her S shield. And this is one of my favorite designs for one of my favorite characters in comic books. And she has boots thigh up and a skirt and a cape. And here's something I really want to note. The cape and skirt are a really soft yet durable plastic, which I find very interesting. And for the head sculpt, let's take a look. It looks absolutely amazing. This is the best Supergirl head sculpt I've ever seen on a Supergirl toy. I just love the hairstyle, the way it's kind of drooping, and the face is just beautiful. The blue eyes, the lips are a little bit colored and looks very nice. And I really like the S shield on her chest, and the colors, they are vibrant, they are great. I really like it. So for articulation, ball jointed head, hinged shoulders, and because of the soft plastic, they don't get in the way, so that's really great. Double hinged knees, hinged swivel wrist, ball jointed torso. There's a lower hinged torso right here. Ball jointed legs, double hinged knees, and double hinged ankles. So excellent articulation. I really love DC Icons for their articulation. So for accessories, she comes with a pair of flying hands so she can do that great pose when she's flying, and a pair of gripping hands. I don't know why they included these since she's Supergirl. She doesn't need accessories for holding, but I still appreciate it though. And a stand. There's a peg right there, and there's a peggle, so I guess you can have it simulate that she's flying, but honestly it kind of looks really silly like this, which is why I don't use it. I appreciate the accessory, but it's something I don't care for and isn't very useful for me. And honestly, if you want a Superman or Supergirl character flying in a display, I recommend the Tamashii Nations stand, and I still have yet to review this. I plan to. I don't know why I haven't yet, but sooner or later it will happen. And she has an alternate head, and I know what you're thinking with the red and no eyes. You would think that, oh, her eyes got ripped out. No, it's for her other accessory. It's for the heat vision effects, which you can plug into her eyes to simulate the heat vision coming out of her eyes. And the heat beams are nicely sculpted for being so small. They look like energy beams. They remind me of Kylo Ren's lightsaber. The nice sculpting detail, that is just excellent. I mean, just let me plug these into her eyes, and I'll be right back. Okay, and I got the heat beam effects into the eyes, and they look really great. It's not completely straight, but it looks really good enough. And you just pop off her head and place this one. And you can see how this looks great in a display if you want her displayed with a heat beam effect. And that's really great that action figures nowadays, they're including effect accessories. But my only criticism is that I wish it would be molded in a singular piece with the heat beams actually permanent to the head, because these are very easy to lose, and the heat beams, they feel a little fragile. I feel nervous when I touch these, but I still appreciate it. So let's just pop this back. But really appreciate that they're giving us more effect accessories with recent action figures. Like, they've been doing it for a lot of Marvel and DC toys. So let's go to scale comparison. Here she is with DC Icons Green Lantern, the only other DC Icons figure I have. And they're almost the same exact height. It's just that Hal Jordan is a little bit short, just by a head. And here she is with the DC Comics Unlimited New 52 Superman, and they look absolutely great together. And here she is with the DC Universe Classics Superman. And in my opinion, if you want to display Supergirl with any Superman, this is the best one because they look awesome together like this. And DC Icons, they're a different toy line with different scales and proportions, but DC Icons Supergirl fits incredibly well with the DC Universe Classics and Multiverse line. So my final thoughts, this is the best Supergirl toy I've seen, and I know a lot of collectors share the same opinion with me. It's not perfect, like there are some accessories that aren't very useful, like the gripping alternate hands, the stand, and the alternate head. That's the best accessory in my opinion, but it makes me nervous that the heat vision effects are small. They're small and can be fragile. So I would prefer that the heat beams are single mold connected to the alternate head. And since they're separate pieces, they're very easy to lose. But otherwise, this is a great Supergirl toy, and I'm a big fan of the character, and in my opinion, this is the definitive Supergirl in my collection. So, thank you for watching, everybody. I'll see you in the next. So until then, up, and away. Why, hello, gorgeous. Aren't you super? Still worth it.